Well, there's a man that's suing. Everybody knows that every week when
Buy popcorn.
anybody that has listened to this podcast before, every week when I end the show, I always say, the next time you go to the theater, buy popcorn, because I'm a big advocate of going to the actual theater to see a movie. I'm not as much of a home theater experience guy as everybody else.
That's assuming they haven't turned it off halfway through the podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Assuming you've actually listened to the very end. Skip to the end, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's cool outtakes usually too. Well, the reason that I say that is because theaters don't really make much off movie tickets. So when you go and you buy your ticket, generally, and I'm doing a quick explanation. A lot of people don't realize this. When you buy your ticket for the movie, the actual theater doesn't make much off that. And if it's an opening weekend, it can be anywhere from 70 to 90% of that ticket goes directly to the studio, so that the theater doesn't see any of it. So they charge so much of a ridiculous amount for the popcorn and pop to pay for their expenses and also make a profit. I've seen the book, so I know how this works. So
I was laughing at your usage of the word pop.
What did I say? Oh, as opposed to soda?
Coke.
As opposed to Coke.
It's a Coke.
Down here, even if it's a Pepsi, it's a Coke.
It's a Coke.
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus. Anyway. Man, so what happens is a man is suing the AMC theater chain over cost of snacks, saying it's price gouging. Now, I've explained for a little bit, so what do you guys think? My personal opinion is you don't have to fucking buy it, dude.
That was what I was going to say. You don't have to buy it. Smuggle in your gummy bears.
So I guess you're going to have to go after not only movie theaters, but concerts, sporting events,
Bars.
anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous to call it price gouging, because price gouging is something that occurs when there's like an emergency and suddenly supplies are limited.
Right.
The people who have those supplies then start charging astronomical prices for them. That's price gouging.
Otherwise known as capitalism. But
it's like if suddenly there's a flood and a store wants to charge you, instead of $1 for that bottle of water, they start charging you $10. And the only reason they can do that is because suddenly that supply is much more constrained. Yeah, it's capitalism, but it's also asshole behavior. The thing being is that's price gouging. Going into a theater, that's your choice. Buying their beverages and snacks, that's your choice. So using that phrase price gouging is in and of itself completely erroneous. And it's dumber than shit. That's like saying if I walk into a restaurant and they want to charge me $30 for a lobster tail, I sue them because they're charging me too much for that lobster tail. It's horseshit.
Can't agree anymore.